Out of all of the upcoming teenage talents that currently exist in track and field, one of the most popular and most talented is without question Gout Gout from Australia. Since the 2024 season, Gout has been setting age group world record after age group world record, and recently he finally smashed the 20-second barrier in the 200 meters with a jaw-dropping time of 19.67 seconds, a time he achieved finally with legal wins. This performance was so good and so extraordinary for his age that many people still choose not to believe it. But no matter how you feel about this one time, there are still a few facts that currently stand about Gout. He's currently ranked number 1 in the world in the 200 for 2026, and 2, he currently holds the world junior record with this one performance. There have been many teenage talents that have managed to shock the world, but very few have matched the hype and the speed that Gout Gout brings to the table. However, if we take a trip back in time to 2016, there was one athlete from the United States who was running very similar times to Gout, and even in one of the most competitive races of the year, he nearly managed to qualify for the Olympic Games. At the 2016 Olympic trials in Hayward Field, an 18-year-old Noah Lyles managed to qualify for the 200-meter final, and with a new national high school record of 20.09 seconds, he finished a painful 4th place, just barely missing the Olympic team by less than 1/10 of a second behind Amir Webb of Nike. This performance really put Noah's speed on international display for the world to see, and to have a high schooler getting this close to the Olympics in one of the most competitive stages in all of sport was just amazing. Since this time, Noah has gone on to have one of the most successful sprinting careers in history, as he's won 15 global championship medals, he's won 6 Diamond League finals, he set the American record in the 200, and he's also broken the 20-second barrier more than anyone else in history, as he's managed to break this barrier a total of 48 times, proving himself as one of the most prolific sprinters of all time. Clearly, Noah's impact on the sport has been massive, not just from a sprinting perspective, but from a marketing perspective, bringing in more fans to the sport than almost anyone in the modern era of athletics. When we compare Gout Gout to Noah Lyles, it is quite obvious that they both have similar strengths. Both have incredible top speed abilities, but crucially, they both have world-class top speed maintenance, separating from the fields over the second halves better than almost anyone else in the world. But to this day, they have never managed to race each other in a real sanctioned event. But that is officially changing, because in 2026, Noah Lyles and Gout Gout are officially crossing paths, and this race is not in a casual 100 or even in the classic 200-meter distance. It is right in the middle, at the 150-meter distance, an event where Noah clearly has his eyes set on a new world record. Just a few weeks ago at the Miramar Grand Prix in Florida, we saw Kashane Thompson of Jamaica set the official world record in this event at 14.92 seconds. This was a solid run from Kashane, proving that he can certainly excel in distances over 100 meters. However, the reality of this event was that the 150 record was definitely not the most difficult to break, as it's not run too often from this exact starting area. And it's also important to mention that Noah has already run faster than this in his career en route to a 200-meter finish. In 2019, he went to the streets of Boston and ran a 14.69, and then in 2023, he dropped his PB down to 14.56 seconds in Atlanta. And then in 2024 in Atlanta again, he dropped down super close to Usain Bolt's world record with a time of 14.41 seconds, just missing Usain Bolt's record by 0.06 seconds, as Bolt ran a magical time of 14.35 back in 2009. Now, yes, Noah's times were achieved on a straight track, which certainly makes it easier to run faster times. However, even if we examine Noah's 200-meter races on an oval track, we can see that he's already gone under Kashane's 14.92 record various times, as he split a time of 14.71 at the 150 mark in the 2022 Monaco Diamond League meeting. He split a 14.70 at the 2023 London Diamond League meeting, and back when he set his American record at 19.31, he split through 150 in approximately 14.58 seconds, a time that was more than 3/10 faster than Kishane's current world record. If Noah proves to be in solid fitness for this 150, we are almost guaranteed to see Kishane's world record fall. I really do believe that that is in store from Noah. But the big question mark right now is Gout Gout, because even though he's already dropped his PB in both the 100 and the 200 this season, he still has some growth to do when it comes to his starts. After dropping down to his incredible 19.67 time, he then jumped into the Athletics Junior Championships just 1 week later, and for that event, he was only able to achieve a mark of 10.19 in the 100, proving that his 100 abilities are certainly not quite as high as the 200, and while 10.19 is still very respectable, he will almost certainly need to be around 10 seconds flat when it comes to challenging Noah in the 150. Now, we have seen Gout drop a 10-second flat performance this season, as he achieved that time for his season opener at this year's Dane Bird Smith Invitational, but he since has not been able to challenge that performance. In fact, the closest that he has gotten is this 10.19. If Gout can manage to get out of the blocks well, and if he can get up to speed quickly, there is a chance that we could see Gout drop something incredibly fast. In fact, I firmly believe that Gout can get under 15 seconds for a 150 split. But it will need to be a very solid performance from Gout Gout. But the other question that many are wondering is, can Gout actually challenge Noah in this 150? Because for the 150, Noah is almost built for that distance. Honestly, when it comes to Gout racing against Noah, I think Noah has a huge advantage in this event. He's very experienced in this event, he's been improving on his starts for the past 4 seasons, and also when it comes to racing against Gout Gout, he will certainly have a mental edge, as he just knows how to outsmart his opponents when it comes to racing. There is a reason that Noah has won 4 consecutive world championships in the 200 meters. It's because he can just put together a full race when it really matters. And let's not forget, when it comes to Noah racing in this 150, he will only have 50 meters of curve, followed by a 100 straight. So, in a sense, this sort of resembles the anchor leg of a 4x100 relay. There's certainly a start component involved here, but Noah has proven to be one of the greatest anchor leg runners of all time in the 4x1. If we go back to the 2019 World Champs, we can see Noah anchoring this 4x1 team with a crazy fast final 100 split of approximately 8.77, which still ranks among the top 5 fastest closes in 4x1 history, only falling behind the likes of Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell, and recently, Letsile Teboho's crazy 8.74. My guess is that Noah is going to be rapidly working on his start moving into this event, and when it comes to that final 100, he is going to be nearly uncatchable. This 150-meter clash taking place between Lyles and Gout will be taking place on June 16th at this year's Ostrava Golden Spike meeting in the Czech Republic. And based on his solid season opener of 19.91, and based on the fact that he still ran quite decent in the 60 this season with a time of 6.52, I think Noah is probably looking to get around 14.7, if not slightly faster. And now I would love to hear your thoughts on this men's 150-meter race. What times do you expect from both Noah and Gout Gout? What time do you think will be required to win? And also, do you think that this event will be a predictor of what will happen later this season in both the 100 and in the 200 meters? Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time.